And welcome back to the show. It's potluck time, part of the show. We go around the table, share our favorite stories of the day. Normally I say if you wear black, you go first. So we had to flip a coin because the size zeros here, had to go ahead and not call each other beforehand. Thanks for that.
Both going to a cocktail party immediately following.
Right. Zero's the new two. So we went alphabetically instead. Hanson, you go first.
I am going to talk a little bit about Marilyn Mosby, a name that you think you're going to hear a lot more of. She is the state prosecutor who is prosecuting the police in Baltimore in the case with regards to Freddie Gray. And over the weekend, Prince put on a concert, a rally for peace in Baltimore, where he tried to raise money, obviously, for to sort of help with the whole peace idea. And one of the songs that he sang during this concert involved Freddie Gray. It was a song about bringing peace to Baltimore, et cetera, et cetera. Not only, there we go, there's Prince, the artist known as Prince.
I think he's back to being Prince.
And I think, yeah, he is back to being Prince. And listen, I'm a Prince fan. I have no problem with the fact that Marilyn Mosby went to this concert. She got the tickets apparently from her husband, the city councilman, and they sat there in the audience. But what I do take...
I'm sorry, she didn't sit on stage, though?
She did go up on the stage, and that's what I take issue with. She is supposed to be impartial. On Friday, there was a motion filed against her and her office to recuse themselves for a number of reasons. The speech that she gave at the beginning of the case was inappropriate under the rules of professional conduct. The fact that her relationship with the lawyer the lawyer for Freddie Gray's family, is very, very close. He served in her transition team. He donated $4,000 to her campaign. He served as her lawyer. All of these things lend themselves to an idea of bias. And then this song, do you guys have the actual song that they played while she stood? Sure.
Nobody got it nobody's way. So I guess you could say it was a good day. At least a little better than the day in Baltimore.
First of all, not Prince's best work in my mind. But the lyrics are all about Freddie Gray. And to have her sitting on stage, again, I have no problem with her going to the concert, but when invited to go on stage, she should have deferred and said, you know what, I'd prefer not to come up. I'm in the middle of prosecuting this. There was a motion filed against me on Friday. There's 1,000 reasons why I shouldn't be involved in this case, and now I'm adding another. It's just like she did 2 interviews with CNN. She is not supposed, that is not her role. When it's over, if she wants to go on all kinds of concert tours, good for her. But at this stage of the game, I have a huge issue with it. I think we're going to hear so much more about this woman. I'm writing a piece about this whole thing, and I think that it's just enormously inappropriate for our sense of justice.
Hey, I didn't know you were a writer. Will this be on Mediaite or Forbes or?
No, HNGN is where I write.
Oh, okay, that's where they do the home improvement.
No.
No.
It's a website that I write.
HGTV.
Yes.
All right, I have to defend Prince here.
Okay.
Because A, he had to come up with that song in like 2 weeks, and B, what rhymes with Baltimore? It's not your fault, Baltimore. Right? Where do you go with that, Rick?
True, that's a tough one.
But your thoughts from a legal perspective.
I got to tell you, my normal reaction, I'm going to be honest, my normal reaction would be, come on, lighten up. But Heather has been filling my head with some of the data. And I have to say, she's making a very persuasive case. I'm going to read the motion myself tonight or tomorrow. She's making some good points. And so I'm not going to simply respond by saying lighten up. There may be a lot to this.
This has been so political since this began, right, with Marilyn Mosby. I mean, yes, I understand, but it's been emotional, and now to do this.
Right, to do this, and again, I didn't mean to interrupt, but when you were saying that she was in the audience, when you hear that she was on the stage, and then during the singing of the song, it seems to be inappropriate given the position that she's in right now.
Okay, second course, you're up.
Second potluck is the Fairfax County Public Schools have they Thursday last week, they voted to add gender identity to the non-discrimination policy in spite of parents being against this. Now, actually they were forced because the United States Department of Education, the Office of Civil Rights, said if you don't vote in favor of this, you'll lose federal funding. And that's quite a lot of federal funding for Fairfax schools, to the tune of $42 million. Now, what critics are saying about this is that this means this is for school districts which are young children and so forth. If a little boy identifies as a girl, he would be allowed to use the girls' bathroom or the girls' locker rooms. And parents are saying, I want to be able to have, I don't want this to be forced on me by the government. I want to be able to have a choice as to when I talk to my children about this. And I agree with them on this.
I just saw that sign, though, that looked like there was a special room for gender neutral.
But see, in this case, they're not saying that there's been no.
Isn't that maybe the solution?
That I can understand. That I can see as a solution. There's been
I
no
see your point,
regulations.
you know.
They want the policy to be in effect with no regulations.
Well, it seems like a lot of the parents were objecting to teachers being transgender.
Teachers, and there being no choice, and they're saying, and a lot of critics are saying it's Fairfax now, but this could spread around the country. This is just one school
Very
district.
hard issue.
It's a hard issue.
But I like that solution.
That I could see as a solution.
Hey guys, put up the gender neutral sign one more time if you
Yeah,
can,
that-
right before we go to
that
break.
skirt.
I mean, the skirt, yeah, the half skirt. That is, that's not going to offend anybody. That did the job. Anyway, yay or nay is next. This is the Daily Wrap. Back with more in a moment.